Hello everyone, Gaming with Big Green, and we're here in West Game 2, and this game is really cool. Now we're going to try to help some players with basically some easy tips that applies here and in a lot of other strategy games. Now whenever you do this, you're going to want to prioritize your main center, that's your cannon center. In here you can see that there's two buildings that requires upgrades. They are the ones you want to focus on. What I normally do is I run my focus on this, and then my other focus is on my growth missions, what I need to upgrade for my growth missions. So real quick, make sure you always run your stamina down, because you're going to need to possibly gather, especially early on, because you're going to struggle with resources. Now I need rock really bad. So you're going to want to run down your stamina and then go ahead and send out your formations to start gathering. You're going to want to do this to kind of kill time in between. And again, make sure you don't do this when your stamina bar is full. You want your stamina to constantly be regenerating. Now, you're going to want to make sure your material is protected. And how you do that is by not opening all your material. That's going to go over your protection limit. And it's also going to invite other people to basically attack you when they see you have a large amount of materials. So this building right here, your warehouse, this is going to protect your materials. So this building is very important to upgrade, because this will help you keep your materials from an attack. Now, the building to the left of it, that's going to be your rally building. This building, once you upgrade it, is going to increase your rally capacity. That's a very important building. Now this one is also super important. This building right here is your academy. This will give you your technology for your troops, for your resources, and also for your growth, such as troop training. And on the left hand side is where you get your extra Q. When you go into that, if you go into the left hand side, that is where you're going to get your extra Q. Now this material is also very important, because that's what you need to upgrade your technology. You get that through the expedition mode. All right, expedition is a very fun mode also. But you got a lot of these little buildings in here as well, and a lot of these buildings will take them little tins that you have from your expedition mode. So be careful that you don't accidentally upgrade them into these buildings if you're trying to push your research or your technology. But these are basically your essential buildings. Now your infirmary is different from your hospital. Your infirmary is basically for your town. All right, you got a diner. Now I always suggest to put it on the best meal possible, so that way it keeps your residents happy. Okay, you can see here I have it selected. Now you can do this by clicking on the little yellow button with the white bars. That will take you into that menu. You can select a different meal to feed to your residents. So we already talked about the three buildings above. Now that's your hospital. This is where you're going to heal your troops from the map. Okay, the infirmary is for your town or your villagers. Now that cover thing that you see right there, yep, that's your expedition mode. So that's where you're going to go in, and you also have the bottom button that you can click as well. Now over here, that's just your second Q building. I'm currently just buying it with just the gold that I acquire in the game. And then you got your middle building, which is of course the main pillar, the momentum building, that basically tells you your time frame, kind of like where you're at on the server. So that's also a good building to always check in. Now this is a very important building right here, your console. This building is huge. This is your helps, your help time. So you want to make sure you stay on top of that as well. Always upgrade that. That is a very important building. Now the buildings with the timers on it, that is our troop buildings. You have 3 troop buildings that you're going to be upgrading. So very simple process. The times is, you don't get to train many troops per the time, but it's not a high number game unless you know what I'm saying, unless you're willing to crack that wallet, baby. But you know what I'm saying, you got your arena building right there in the back. That backside building is your arena. Then your other 2 buildings up to the front, the one to the right is this one, is your recruit building. And then this building right here is your bounty hunt. This is your little missions that you can do and hunt for shards and materials and stuff like that. Now you'll get character shards or character cards or whatever they're called, but they're going to help you upgrade your characters. Now that's going to be a huge part of your power in this game. You're going to get power through your hero and through your troops. You're going to be able to increase your troop power a little bit later on, farther into the game, once you start attaching gear and stuff like that. But a lot of your power is going to come from your characters. All right. Now, through the recruitment, you can get John Hex. And he's also part of the 7-day login. So he's a very good character, and he's going to be a pillar in your Season 1 gameplay. Again, you can get him through the recruitment. He's very easy to build. He's a good character. His stats are really good. So now the other character, this one right here, this is a character you're going to get a lot through the gameplay as well, the missions and everything. So she's going to be a very easy character to build up as well. Now, one thing I want to let people know, when you're increasing the star levels, you're increasing the expedition mode, which would be the 5-on-5, and you're also increasing the attack and defense when you increase the star levels. When you attach gear, that's when you start getting into the other stats. But when you increase the actual level of the character, that's when you change the capacity and how many troops you can usually bring with you. So that's one thing to always keep an eye on. Your star level is usually very important. That controls your attack and defense until you can get to about level 15, I believe it is, and attach gear to your characters. Now, level 13, you should unlock level 5 troops. Level 15 should be gear. Level 16, oh man, what is level 16? I believe 19 is level 7 troops, and level 20 you're going to be able to upgrade the gear. I don't think level 16 is anything. But there are certain milestones you're going to want to push for, and you're going to really want to try to unlock T5 troops at level 13 and also gear for your characters at level 15. That's going to really bump up your power, and also try to acquire as many like little shards that you need for your characters and upgrade the star levels. That's going to really boost up your power in this game. This game, like I said, Did I get ya? Yeah, I have an orange tier character. He's a level 22, but the reason why my one character is higher because of the star level. So this character right here looks to be like one of the best characters in the game. She's probably going to be the main rally joining character. She has a unique skill that will add extra damage to a rally. So, and she has good damage to begin with her skill. So she looks like she's going to be the main rally joiner who you're going to want to have on the left hand side when you're joining rallies. So very important character right there as well. And you always want to have your orange characters. You want them characters to be your openers, and then your epic characters, your purple tier characters, the SRs, you want them to be your joiners, especially her. She looks like she's going to be probably one of the best joiners to help a rally. So that's going to be very important to know that coming into this game, that you're going to want to really try to prioritize that character that we're just talking about for rally joining, and try to work on your orange tier character, like your orange SSR characters for rally opening. And it's just going to help you because they got more skills, and you're going to be able to defeat bosses and stuff like that a little bit easier. Now, this game mode is super important. Make sure you're teeter-tottering. Stay on top of this. Push that game mode expedition as far as possible. That's going to give you shards as well. And also that the missions that we were just looking at, they're going to give you shards. So you're going to be able to build them characters. So make sure you stay on top of running. Like, basically just keep on grinding. That's what it's going to take, you know what I'm saying? But that's just a couple little quick tips. We're going to probably look into the characters a little bit more and look at the skills and see which ones are probably best suited for what, which ones are garrison characters and stuff like that. So make sure you guys subscribe, keep coming back. This is West Game 2. This is a new mobile game that we're just checking out. We're on server 13. It's called Arizona 13. That's what server we're on. This is a new strategy game that we're checking out. So really cool, really familiar to what we're used to. So we're liking it a lot. So make sure you guys subscribe, keep coming back, and thank you all for watching.